Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome once again. It's Sunday morning, and I'm with another subscribers lesson. So, this lesson's topic is IELTS 4 skills. And what do you learn? As you might be aware, we learn reading, writing, speaking, and listening skills. Through these lessons, subscribers and learners can develop some techniques or rubrics to get required score of the IELTS exam in real life exam. And being an English learner, it is always an important matter to be consistent. Perseverance, that's the word I use very often. One moment, guys, I'll be back. Sugar.
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 Okay, guys, I'm just back. Welcome, Jenna. Good morning.
Good morning.
How was your day?
I'm so pretty tired.
Were you busy whole day?
Not sort of busy, but I think I slept not enough.
Okay, what do you think? How many hours of sleeping do you need?
I think I need less than at least 6 hours, but I slept like 4 hours today.
Only. What's the reason behind it?
Yeah, because I want to uh, enjoy
What?
my like social life.
Social life. So you mean, did you go to a party with your friends?
I mean, I want to see like YouTube or like Instagram.
You mean to say you was those by being awake from your home?
Yeah.
What kind of video do you like in YouTube or Instagram?
Um, I don't have the like favorite thing. I just see for like anything.
You mean whatever comes in your uh, what do you say on your timeline or on your account?
Yeah.
hmm But honestly, Jenna, when I log into Instagram, I always see that girls are advertising about their videos, about their marketing, about their different kinds of show up Honestly, sometimes sometimes I turn it off. Okay. uh,
Yeah.
I don't know how did I ended up getting those connections, and it,
Mm-hmm.
it comes automatically like news feed, they're on live, this
Yeah.
this girl, that girl, and what is advertising. And there are some funny videos as well. I enjoyed it. As you see, there are thousands of
Mm-hmm.
funny videos and real life videos as well in Instagram.
I'm watching the like summary of the movie or dramas.
That's cool. I mean, trailer.
Not trailer. Like someone watched the movie or some of drama,
Hmm.
and they surprise with their comments.
I mean, reviews, we call.
Yeah, reviews. Yeah, reviews.
Okay. Today, you have used one word at the beginning of your conversation. I think. Very often
Mm-hmm.
we use this word in different expression, in speaking, even in writing, even in real life conversations. Remember that instead of I think, we can use other ways to express, because I think is very common.
Okay.
Instead of I think, use these words, which will get you more marks in speaking. I think. Okay. You can say,
Mhm.
in my perception,
In my
personally.
perception.
Yeah.
Perception.
Make a sentence. Let me see how it goes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In my perception, personally, I believe that. Or in my opinion, very another common.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people say that to the best of my knowledge, this person is the right person. For example, yeah, just we are making sentence. This is my perspective view. You can use view as well, or perspective view, or this is my view, or perspective
Mm-hmm.
view. If you want to make it more academic, yeah, or this is my view simply as well. Remember, these expressions are also used in your academic writing part. Okay. And
Okay.
also, this is my point of view.
Point of view.
Yeah, according to my view, sometimes you can say accordingly. I reckon. It's a British English. I reckon. I hear it very often in the UK. People say, I reckon. I reckon you've been to movie last night. That's your late today, mate.
What does reckon mean?
Reckon. S- Reckon means same as I think.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I guess you've been to the movie last night. That's why you didn't have enough sleep. Okay, Jenna, for example. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can say, when you are giving a conclusion in your writing, based
Mm-hmm.
on my concern, or based on my perception, or based on my concept. You can use any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that some of these expressions are really very strong expressions in your speaking. Some of them are really very good, concluding part in your writing, especially
Okay.
last three, based on, based this. Because when you're analyzing a concept or an idea, you can always
Mm-hmm.
draw conclusions. If you remember, in writing part, we have always, there are three, features like introduction, body, and conclusions. In the conclusions part, we say like this: based on my concern, based on my perception, or based on my concept. Or you can say disclaimer. I'm sure you know this word, disclaimer. We often use it. Yeah. Disclaimer. That means it is my point of view. Uh-oh, it has not come yet. Yeah, disclaimer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
remember that it is important. Okay, today we're going to discuss a little bit task one and also speaking task, so that the lessons become more interesting.
Okay.
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 All right. So let's go for the first speaking part and task. We practiced task two yesterday. We're going to practice another topic. Then we'll go to task three. Are you ready, Jana? Remember, it's a test for you. Yeah. You're getting nervous. don't
Uh,
be, don't be ever nervous. I always say as usual. But
okay.
do you have any questions from yesterday or any other lesson?
That's fine.
No question, right? That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, where are my topics gone now? Okay, I'm bringing it. It's there. Hang on a second. Come on. We describe, you know, conditions and zero. Yeah, I mean, what's called conditional tenses, right? Conditionals.
Mm-hmm.
That is very important when you're having some explanation. Um, did I write here? You see, I've become forgetful as well. I wrote this morning. Hmm. Okay. Uh, hmm. Uh-oh. Where did I paste it? It now. Hang on a second.
Okay.
It should be here somewhere. If not that, I have to copy and paste again the question. Okay. Do you know open and closed question?
Open and close.
Yeah, closed question pattern. This is also an important in answering IELTS exam speaking task.
Mm-hmm.
So closed question is I've shared the screen that when the answer is with the one or two words, like have you seen the incident? Your answer is yes or no.
Oh, okay.
For example, okay, this is closed question. That means you cannot add anything of your own. When you can add anything of your own, then it is an open question. And why it is important to know closed and open question? Because when you're answering, remember that sometimes there are opportunities so that you can add your own suggestions or recommendation or maybe your own
Mm-hmm.
feelings. Say for example, an incident happened in your area. It can be known from two different ways. Number one, if a police officer comes and asks you, Jana, have you seen this incident? Then you can say either yes or no. Yes,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen it. Close question. There is nothing more after that you can add. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if the question is asked like this, what have you seen? Describe in your own words. Now it is an
Oh.
open question. You can add whatever way you like to describe, however you felt.
Mm-hmm.
So remember that it is an important for you, especially in speaking tasks as well as another conversation. Also, like if you are presenting something in a school or college or university or a thesis paper, sometimes you have to present in and you have to answer many questions from the audience. So the concept of closed and open question helps you to understand how well you can reply it back.
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone asks that, do you have hobbies? Is it open question or closed question? For example, Jenna?
Closed?
Yes, it's closed question. Yes, I do have hobbies, or I have hobbies. Simply. Now, if somebody asks that, what kind of hobbies do you have? Now it is an open question.
Yeah.
And I wrote in a red mark eating. Someone said that eating is my hobby. I was a bit surprised. Anyway, maybe the person answered in a funny way, but it was one of my students' answer. Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on. Uh, Today's lesson 2 and lesson 3. Give me
Okay.
one quick second. I'm going to get the questions again. All right. But I wonder, it has been saved. Let me have a look one more time. Where did I lose it? It should be somewhere here. Yes, it is the question I was going to ask you. Describe a trip you took by bike. Do you
I,
know how to ride a bike? It could be a
yes.
motorcycle, it could be a bicycle.
Hmm. I can ride bicycle.
Bicycle, yeah?
Hmm.
So bicycle is called bike as well in shortened form. Bike. Okay. And also motorcycle is called also bike. So you may describe either of them.
Okay.
So you should say when and where the trip was, who you went with, why you went by bike, why didn't you take bus or train or any other transportation, and explain
Hmm.
how you felt about it and any other related information. Before that, I've got a question for you. Do you know any other synonyms for the word trip?
Pardon?
You know the word trip, yeah?
A trip.
Trip, yeah. Do you know any other synonyms of this word? Trip?
Travel.
Yes, very good. Travel.
Hmm.
Another common word is journey. We use very often.
Ah, journey.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Any other word? Have you ever watched this movie, Star Trek?
Star Trek. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know what does Trek mean in this movie, Star Trek?
Oh,
Trek means also journey,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah. I didn't notice that one because in Korea, the name of the movie is same as the English. So just write in Korean.
Trek,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
So
So I did that one.
I'm sure you watched this movie. It is one of the amazing movies that is very famous
Yeah,
from Hollywood movies, and most of the people know around the world. And
I
there,
saw that.
you saw it, yeah? I saw it as well. And there is a guy who has got a long ear, yeah?
Yeah.
And his common word is illogical. I remember that common dialogue.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, if we explain compound sentences, I will hope that you're going to use some compound sentences while you're describing today this topic. If you use compound sentence in your writing as well as your speaking, you're going to get more marks. This is guaranteed, Jana. Okay. If somebody
Okay.
uses simple sentence, but if you use compound sentence, in that case, you're going to get always better marks from that person. So
Okay.
it should be your ability today. I believe that you're going to do it. Be positive.
Okay. I try.
Okay, and take 1 minute or 2 minutes. Don't worry, because it's like a practice. I want you to develop your confidence level so that
Ew.
you don't say, "Oh, I can't remember anything," and do not bring any negative thoughts at all. Never ever. Okay,
Oh,
please. If you want to get good score, always be positive. Even if you
okay.
don't know something, make it a positive way.
Mhm. Like
And before track, there is another word I have written. Can you see the word? Junket. It is an informal word to express journey or trip.
oh, junket.
Okay, and the person who makes the journey, we call that junketer.
Oh, like junket.
Junketer or junket or traveler. Okay,
Okay.
uh, this is a bit academic word, junketer as well. Junket, junketer, travel, traveler. Similarly, Okay, and I've got to watch, by the way, because I need to check the timing. It is important for
Me.
you.
Oh no.
Yeah, you'll be doing great. So, Jana, why are you so worried?
I think I don't have the idea of like speaking of the topic.
This topic. Remember that in
Yeah.
IELTS exam, your cue card could be anything. And this is one of the
Mm-hmm.
easiest topics, honestly. Have you not ever had, you said you know how to ride a bike, right? Could be a
Yeah,
motorcycle or could be bicycle. But have you ever made any journey with any other person? Or maybe you made the journey from, say, from your home to some place, maybe friend's house, maybe supermarket, maybe in some
yeah.
visiting place or touristic place. You did,
I
yeah?
just go like nearby.
Yeah, describe it nearby. That's fine. And remember what you're
Okay.
going to say, how you felt when you're making the journey. I'm going to give you some clues. What are you going to explain? Okay.
Okay.
When you took the trip, how long ago? Because it's a past tense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It says you took a by bike. Describe the trip you took. Remember, took is a past tense. And why did you take it? The reason you can say, like, I want to visit, maybe I want to buy something, or maybe I want to see my friend, or I want to see the historical place, for example. And how you felt when you're driving? Was it like exhausting, irritating, tiring, hectic, amazing? Your feelings. And
Okay.
did you go by yourself? Yes, I went by myself. It was really irritating, or you can say it was a bit dangerous because I had to, take the bike in the main road, for example. Yeah. Or if you don't want to mention main road, say I was going through the alley road, side road, which is we called in English we say alley road or side road. Yeah, I'm writing it for you. Alley road or side road.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can describe the weather. That the weather was amazing on that day, and really I enjoyed the weather. The birds were chirping. Look, you're just making it up. Birds were singing or chirping, and I heard that someone is playing flute. Making it up. Remember, IELTS speaking task to Q card is always making up a story in a very amazing way. That is what.
That's hard.
No, no, don't say that. I said to you, Jana, please don't say that. That's hard.
Like oh, you said.
No, that is not hard. Come on. It is.
Okay.
It would be hard for someone else who doesn't know English, but it is not hard for you. You know English. You're a talented girl. You have got ideas. You have got thoughts. Now it is your time to express them in a step voice. You know. And I'm giving you some clues what you're going to say. Okay, and also remember, if you're riding a bike, do not forget to use the helmet. Yeah? Importance, health and safety
Oh.
rule. And in the UK, especially in London, there are many
Mm-hmm.
people who rides bicycle. They use helmet. It is a mandatory rule, and also high vis jacket. High vis jacket. There are some fluorescent jackets. Light.
Uh-huh.
If you put a light, it reflects so that people know
Mm-hmm.
that. And if you're riding at night, you must use two lights, one light at the front, one light at the back of your bike, so that people know that a bike is coming. Another vehicles, the drivers are aware that you are coming or going somewhere. Okay.
But you have to wear that one always.
If you helmet, high vis jacket,
Uh-huh.
if you're traveling at night, and the lights, two
Wow.
lights, one light at the front and one light at the back. This is for your health and safety, and the rules for riding bike in the main road or the side road
Wow.
even.
That's good. Good rules
Yeah, it
for.
saves you. If you wear helmet, it saves you from serious injury.
Uh-huh.
And you'll be surprised to know in London there is a cycle route beside the main road. The mayor has
Ooh,
made. It's written clearly, cycle route. Cycle goes always that way.
that's cool.
Yeah, central, north, east, south, and all the 5 parts. Central London, north and south, east
Mm-hmm.
and west. There are cycle routes.
Wow.
Even in the countryside, there is a cycle route in one side.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Wow.
Okay, are you ready now?
Maybe.
If you need to take a little bit time, take it today, because today I want you to be fluent and fulfill all the criteria to get the maximum marks, like
Okay.
fluency and coherence, number one, using
Mhm.
different kinds of vocabulary, number two, using correct grammar and wider ranges of grammar, number three, and the very best of your pronunciation. And I'm going to give you some basic pronunciation tips today, which are needed, when you're having any kind of conversation. Three, four sounds. It will help you really developing your pronunciation in a very amazing way. You will be surprised when you know that.
Okay.
Ready, Jana?
Okay. I think I'm ready.
Great. Start now, please.
Okay. 3 months ago, my car had been repairing a week for a week, so I have to take a bike to go to the gym and my work. So, but I don't have my own bike. So, in my city, we have the free rentals bike called Tashu. That means hop on. So I can borrow that one for free for an hour. So I rent that bike and rode the bike to go to my gym. It took like 15 minutes and it was so hard to go there. So I was sweating all of my body. So even though that was December of the coldest day of the whole year, and then I uh, went to the my destination. I felt so fresh, even though I was so hard, exhausting, but it felt so fresh. So I want to do some travel with the bike. And my brother told me he did the he traveled whole city with the bike. So he suggests me to go to the some of the journey with. So I will plan to go travel with my brother. Is it 2 minutes or less?
Well done. You have reached 2 minutes and 9 seconds.
Yay!
Felicitations, bravo. That is the one of the requirements. Well done. And your starting is very amazing 3 months ago. And I've
That's
written,
so true part.
that's great. If the topic matches in a real life, incident, then it will be easier for you to describe it. So you said that 3 months ago, my car was under repair. It should be the word, whatever you have used. Remember
Yeah.
that. Then I had
Okay.
to, borrow the bike from a local. Is it Itshu you said, which means hop, the bike company you rented?
Uh, that that means actually touch you, and it means just riding. But I mixed up, so I said hop on.
That's okay. That's fine. Touch you in the local language, and you
Yeah.
remember that you are describing a matter from the past. That is very common that when we're describing, we mix up with present and past. Remember, always try to use the past tenses. Yeah.
Mhm.
Instead of I rented the bike from the Tarshu, and you have given some amazing examples like how exhausting it was. You are sweating, you're feeling hot, even it was the coldest day. But
Yeah.
it should be coldest time rather than the day in December
Hmm.
or winter, you can say. That's amazing part. And also, your brother has advised that you should go with him. That's really cool. And remember, four cities, because four is a plural number and we must use the plural of the subject. Amazingly, very
Hmm.
well done. Okay. But I was expecting a little bit more, honestly, Jana. Okay. Okay. All of your sentences are all simple sentences. I was expecting at least one
Yeah.
compound sentence. All right. Look,
Like
someone came with the same lesson and they started this like this. Can you please
there
read
were
out?
many, okay. There were many kinds of journeys I did in my life, but it was not until 2018 when my friend and I made a decision to make a journey to another city. The journey took 3 days to arrive at our destination. Wow.
You see, it, it's a very good beginning. As you can, it's like you are bringing something interesting to the listener.
Yeah.
Always try to use similar so that you get better marks. Remember that there is nothing wrong in your answer, but because your target is to get higher score, higher band, we have to use some compound sentence. Like this one is good starting. There are many journeys, many kinds of or types of whatever you use of journeys I made or I did in my life. But it was not
Mm-hmm.
until someone explained that they took 3 days journey. Okay, 3 years ago, 3 days journey until 2018, when my friend and I made the decision to make a journey to another city. The journey took 3 days to arrive at our destination. Remember, when you are describing anything, even if you're writing, it is like introduction, what you're going to say.
Mm-hmm.
We call this is, I forgot the term. Is it some sentence? I forgot anyway. I'm going to recover it later. Remember, it is a very good start. From this start, your examiner is going to understand that you're going to get good marks, obviously.
Oh.
So
Mm-hmm.
it will be my suggestion for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
The way I have answered, that's also good. Okay, but your target is getting 6.5, right? Or 7.
Yeah.
So when it comes above 6 or 7, that time you must use some compound sentences. If you use general sentences, your score will not go more than 6, honestly, Jana. No? I believe that you can practice some of the compound sentences. And all of your other
Yeah.
examples are amazing. And as you say, you spoke 2 minutes, 9 seconds. All right. So how the time will be increased when you'll bring more thoughts and ideas to add with your
Mm-hmm.
explanation. Okay. Remember
Mm-hmm.
that it is very much important. That's why I showed you the questions of what you're going to talk. Okay.
Yeah.
And you should have made another amazing, story. Like after finishing the journey, I took a selfie. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And I shared you this story, and this photo is in my album. Whenever I watch these photos, it really always takes me to the past, and I remember this this bike journey
Mm-hmm.
ending. Okay,
That's cool. Yeah.
okay. Well done. No worries. Still, you have got time to practice more. I'll suggest you try to make always at least one or two sentences, complex sentences in your speaking as well as in your writing.
Okay.
All right. So task 3, we're going to,
Mm-hmm.
if you remember, task 3 is like one-to-one question and answer. It is also related to the
Mm-hmm.
cycling and bike, so that it is helpful for you to develop some of the vocabs and sentences. Okay.
Okay.
And remember that you have in between 30 to 40 seconds to answer. So try
Mm-hmm.
to answer complete, logical, sensible, and meaningful sentences.
Okay.
Cool. And you can see all the question what I'm going to ask you, and you're going to answer it. Remember that it's a practice, and this practice will build up your confidence and your positiveness inside your mind. Because sometimes I feel that you're really becoming maybe a bit shy or bit
Yeah.
shaky, I should say. Yeah, it's a psychological problem. Once again, Jenna, you need to get rid of from today.
Okay.
All right. So the question number 1 was, do you think that cycling is a good form of exercise?
Yes, cycle is I think the most good form of exercise because it is easier to do it, and many people can ride it, and they can also do the group exercise with that kind of cycling. I saw once the cycling group is traveling around the city, and that uh, feel I saw them. That feels like so good to see that.
Okay, very good answer. Bravo.
Thank you.
Welcome. Do you think that bike commuting is better than driving?
Yes, because the pollution is the part of problem in our city. So maybe many people ride a bike to commute. There, I think the pollution is reduced by air pollution. Air pollution is reducing, I think, and even though there are many other factors for like air pollution, but many people, if many people don't ride a don't drive and ride a bike, there will be bring some positive effect.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hmm.
Well done. And what are the advantages of riding a bicycle and driving a car?
Uh, driving car is the fastest way to go to the destination, and the riding a bike will is that can bring about good health if someone ride it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is it important to teach children to ride a bicycle?
Yes, I think if someone wants to learn how to ride a bike, uh, the kids can learn faster than the adults, I think. So if the kids, children wants to learn a bike, learn how to ride a bike, then it will take like more than like 2 weeks, I think. But adults, I think took more than 1 month, and it if if someone fall off, there will be very serious.
Serious what? Injury.
Oh, yeah, injury.
Or serious accident, you can say, if you can't remember the
Yeah.
word injury.
Mhm.
Okay. Well done. No problem. Remember, Jan, it's just a test. Yeah. Don't be nervous once again. Please, please. Yeah. Okay. Now the next question: has people's attitude towards bicycles and cycling changed over the years?
Hmm. I think um these days people's uh oops, um people have some very serious health problem, and they are really uh care about it. So many people wants to improve their health. So I think the bicycle and cycling is more important to our life.
Hmm. Great. Is it popular to ride a bicycle? It should be in your country. I missed it, an article.
Um, yes, probably because we have some kind of the rental system run by the government, and each country, each city has another name to uh rental system, a free rental system bike. So many people using the bike because they are free or cheaper than the transportation.
Okay, that's cool. Uh, do people in our country often travel? You have just answered already.
Mhm.
Do you think a bicycle is very convenient for people to use?
Yes, because by if someone use the ride a bike, they can uh park anywhere, and they can use uh any time when people have to use. But if someone have to someone driving, is the problem with the parking problem.
Okay, but if you're going somewhere, you have to park your bike as well. How can you secure the park of your own bike? Like,
Oh,
if
there has some locks.
hmm
We can use the lock with, and our city has some many places to parking the bicycles. Like, and every building has the parking spaces for bike.
okay, well done. Is it difficult to learn how to ride a bicycle?
I think uh if someone learn how to ride step by step, like having two more than two
Wheels,
uh,
wheels.
yeah, wheels, and it will be helpful to learn step by step, like taking off one and another take off after like 1 week or 2 weeks later,
Hmm.
and then they will can ride very easily.
Okay. Um, do you think that more people will cycle in the future?
Yes, the as I said, air pollution is very serious problem with our city. So people will have to reducing the pollution. So there will be have more eco-friendly things, and bicycle will be the one of the eco-friendly uh, eco-friendly feature to reduce the air pollution.
By the way, what does eco-friendly mean here? Could you please explain for our viewers, for our learners who does not know what
Uh,
does?
eco Eco-friendly is um how can I say that? I just know eco-friendly. um um
Okay, I'm going to explain it later. Let us finish your conversation.
okay.
Okay, so is health and safety, health safety. Sorry, is health safety important in cycling?
Mm, health safety.
Actually, it should be sorry, health safety. My apology. Health safety. Yeah, that means your safety.
Just safety.
Yeah, is important in cycling.
Yes, because um uh if accident happened with someone riding a bike, there will be very serious injury. So, men, people who are ride a bike have to be like ha- have to wear a helmet for their safety.
Great. This is the answer I was expecting, though I explained it to you. All right. And I think the last question: how was the attitude of the people a few years back about cycling?
um, in my opinion, the cycling is the one kind of the poor because people who doesn't have the ride like car or something comfortable riding. So I think the bicycle shows the poor people view.
Hmm. Okay. Well done for all the answers. I've written some of the words and I'm just typed it here. Okay.
Okay.
Eco-friendly. Eco means environmental friendly. The word eco
Mm-hmm.
is the, like a academic word which stands for environment. That's a place where you are or the surrounding area. Okay. Eco-friendly, environmentally friendly. And you have used good words like pollution, but I was expecting to listen cold and hot weather when you're
Oh.
yeah, or snowy weather, maybe stormy weather, okay, or rainy
Mm-hmm.
weather. It is difficult to ride bicycle. That is the
Mm-hmm.
disadvantage. So
Yeah.
in that type of weather, it's better to use car rather than bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and physical fitness is another amazing feature to ride a bicycle where people could be fit physically, and fresh
Mm-hmm.
air, fresh breath. Helmet you have mentioned, and I have to congratulate you have used now, I think, and in my opinion, in two cases. That's very good. Remember, when you're sharing your opinions, do not always use I think. Use I think once, and other cases, in my opinion, in my
I
concept. Yeah,
I realized I use I think like ten
three
times.
three times. Yeah, you counted it. Yeah, so but on the fourth time you have used I, in my opinion. That's really pretty cool.
Yeah.
Remember to use different kinds of alternative. We call it lexical resources, different words, but they're having similar synonyms. I mean to say that will bring you more marks. Definitely, Jana. Okay, well done for using those expression properly. Okay, that's really pretty cool. And that is more or less. Remember, in task 3 there is no you know hard and fast rule how the questions would be, but these are just only for practice to develop your confidence level and the belief that you will be able to answer anything else. Okay,
Okay.
now some basic sounds, as I was saying earlier, very often we are confused when we're explaining. And one of them is ing. If a word has ing at the end, we do not pronounce G. Okay?
Oh,
Yes, that's the fact. For example, running. Okay?
running.
Similarly,
Oh, yeah.
cunning, swimming, yeah, etc. Okay,
Mm.
I'll show you from the Cambridge Dictionary one word. Choose any word, then I'm going to write it. Which word do you like to see? Sorry,
Cunning.
cunning. Okay. Do you know the meaning of cunning?
No, so I choose it.
Cunning means the clever people.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the Cambridge Dictionary, which I follow. Okay, and also I'm going to show you how to understand why you have to stress from this phonetic symbol. You see the word cunning adjective UK. First one is UK pronunciation or UK accent, and second one is the US accents. If you remember,
Oh.
in the whole world, we have got only two kinds of pronunciation, UK and US. And there is
Mm-hmm.
no pronunciation for Australian, New Zealand, or South African English. Okay. And we have got
Yeah.
thousands of accents. So that's why in IELTS exam, you get marks for your pronunciation, not for the accent.
Oh.
Okay, let me explain fast. This do you see a dot? I'm making it bigger.
Yeah.
The dot means that you have to stress the excuse me. So it is,
Oh.
listen to it,
Cunning.
cunning. You're stressing on
Uh-huh.
I, cunning.
Yeah.
See,
Cunning.
there is no sound, G sound, you see?
Mm-hmm.
US, cunning.
Cunning.
They're same almost, more or less. Clear now, Jana? Now, if I write another word, then you can tell me word to stress, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's easy, look. Can you see now?
Yeah. Swimming.
Say again.
Swimming.
Swimming rather than swimming.
Yeah, swimming.
Okay, how about this common word?
Swimming.
Um,
Oh. Reading. Reading.
yeah, stressing on D sound, yeah? Can you see that, yeah?
Yeah.
Dot. And can you see a double dot after I?
Yeah.
So if you ever see these double dots in any phonetic symbols, that means that part should be a little bit longer. And there is a basic
Oh.
rule. Okay, I'm going to show. You can see in reading there is E and A together. Okay,
Yeah.
we have 5 vowels, right? A, E, I, O. 5 main vowels. I, O, U.
Mm-hmm.
And Y and W is semi-vowel. Do you know that semi-vowel? The reason is that Y sounds like many cases like I, and W sounds like O, semi-vowel.
Mm.
That's what they're called semi-vowels. So what happens when two different kinds of vowel sounds are written together? We call them diphthong. Okay, you can see E and A, the two vowels. Similarly, if you find any two vowels like I or O or OA or EA or AE, I'm just giving an example briefly. Whatever, these are called diphthongs, and when it is diphthongs, that time the sounds become a little bit longer. So we have to retain. Instead of saying reading, reading, reading. Let me
Reading.
yeah, let me play it for one time. Yeah, you see, reading. That's stressing on
Mm-hmm.
and the read.
Reading.
Very good, reading. That is US. This is sorry. That is UK. This is US. Same.
Reading.
Great.
Reading.
Okay. Next sound is, which is also important, and. Okay.
And.
Yeah. And if the word and is at the beginning of a sentence, we must say and. Otherwise,
And.
it should be always and if it is in between two words. Simple like.
Oh.
And why we have to pronounce like this. And there is a greatest concept called connected speech. I'm sure you may have heard it. Connected speech is the concept that helps any non-native speakers to speak articulately, naturally, like a native way. But it is very difficult to know all the connected speech rules. There are thousands of rules, thousands of techniques, but these are some of them. I'm sure if you focus some of these sounds, your pronunciation would be better than what you're at the moment. Okay. Now, for example, and it happened then, and you can hear it. But when I'm saying I like salt and pepper, there is no and sound rather than n.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can
I
you
like.
give me some examples, please?
Mm, I love sugar and chocolate.
I like sugar and chocolate. You see, when you're pronouncing, you can hear that there is no end sound even. Sugar and chocolate. That's cool.
Mm,
Oops, sorry. Hang on a second. Where is it going? One moment, please. Yeah. Sugar and chocolate. Yeah. Sugar and chocolate. How about salt and pepper?
salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Mm, I like it if I eating the pasta.
How about this one? Oops, sorry, misspelled.
Black and white.
Black and white. You see now, when you're
Mm-hmm.
pronouncing "and," you're pronouncing it
Mm-hmm.
more comfortably rather than "and."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next one is ALLY. Okay. If a
Uh-huh.
word has ending ALL, I have written three words. I'm sure you can see it. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
First, let me see how you pronounce these three words. Let me hear it.
Okay. Basically, technically, physically.
Okay. Now you have said basically, technically, physically.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is that if you ever find this word at the end, A is always silent. We call it, this A is schwa sound.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to show you what is schwa sound. SHAWA, schwa sound. It is like a reverse E, small e. And the
Mm.
impact of schwa sound is that we must always ignore it, or it is the lazy sound.
Oh.
And surprisingly, Jana, you'll be happy to know that in British English, more than 40% words have got schwa sound, more or less everywhere. They are everywhere. And
Wow.
if you know where to use it, then your sound would be better. So all this A, the second A, like in before ALLY, A is the schwa sound. So it should be basically, not basically. I'm going to show you in a moment.
Oh.
Technically, physically.
Technical.
Now, if you pronounce the word this way, you're going to get good marks in pronunciation. Remember that. So
Hmm.
basically, technically, physically. Can you give me more examples? What's having ALLY?
Hmm.
I've written one word. Yeah, let me see.
Logic. Logically. How can I don't say
L-
A?
Think that there is no way. So let me write it for you
Basically.
this way. Yeah, clear? Logically.
Logically. Okay.
Okay. Now let me show
Logically.
you the examples from the Cambridge so that we know
Mm-hmm.
what we are doing is correct. Yeah. Always cross check. If you're ever confused about any word, please cross check from any valid dictionary rather than going to the Google.
Okay.
Okay, Google uncle will be always there. Now can you see now this E,
Mm-hmm.
this is the word, and this symbol is called schwa sound, and you
Oh.
can see it is 1, 2, 3, 4 syllables, and the Y becomes I, semi vowel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let us listen to it. Yeah,
Logically. Oh.
did you get my point?
Yeah.
British IPA,
Logically.
American.
Logically.
Logically.
Remember, there is always difference in British and American IPA, some of the sounds, and this one is one of the example. We say law and they say la. Yeah, listen to it carefully.
Yeah.
Logically.
Logically, and they say
Logically.
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 Did you get my point? So
Yes.
O sound in British English is O, whereas in American English A. Similarly, when we have got A sound in British English, in American English O sound. Like we say
Yeah.
fast, they say fast.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mm.
We say call, they say call. Yeah. We say cast, they say cast. Similarly.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is another tip for you for your pronunciation. Remember, from today, you'll try to pronounce as much as possible. Though it will be difficult at the beginning because, we pronounced differently all our lives.
Mm-hmm.
But
Basically.
technically,
Basic.
okay, how about this one now?
Nationally.
Very good. Bravo. Nationally. And how about this one?
Internationally. Ah.
Just think that A is not the nationally, internationally.
Internationally.
Very good. That is a schwa sound, I. E sound, sorry, not I. Okay. Clear, Jana?
Yeah.
Okay, that will be great. And if you have got any questions and comments, you can always send me message in my subscriber chat. I'll be happy to answer it. And I'm sure that
Okay.
we have learned quite a few features today, how you can develop your confidence, okay? Your being positiveness and your communication skill. Because at the end of the day, you have to improve it, okay? And I'm sure you can do
Thank
that.
you.
No problem. You take care and practice every day, please. I'll see you next week, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you. Have a great week.